Hello, I'm Marc Wilson. I'm actually here today doing some bass fishing in a private pond which is located just outside of Portville near Olean in western New York. While using a jitterbug, an unexpected opportunity to film a northern water snake presented itself. This snake is very common to western New York and is usually found in the rocky areas around stream banks and in swamps. I used to mistake it for being a spotted adder, which is really just a nickname for the common milk snake. Let's take a closer look at this non-venomous species.
Meet Neurotiocipodon, also known as the northern water snake. Notice the round pupils of its eyes and its round head. These physical characteristics are common to non-venomous snakes in North America. In the water, this particular specimen looks reddish with gray bands. They can also appear to have brown and black in their coloration, which usually darkens as they get older. This specimen is only about 13 inches long, but they can get as big as 4.5 feet in length. The females are much larger than the males. Here I'm reeling in a jitterbug. Watch the snake come out of the rocks on the right to investigate as the lure passes by. The lure imitates a frog and you can hear it popping in the water. The snake quickly recognizes that the lure is too big to eat and quickly darts back into the rocks for cover. During the daytime, they hunt along rocks and weeds at the water's edge, feeding upon frogs, salamanders, worms, small fish, and etc. At night they feed upon small fish sleeping in the shallows. On the second pass, the snake peeks its head out of the rocks once again to investigate. They reach sexual maturity at 2 years of age, mating from April to June. On average, they give birth to roughly 8 live juveniles, but they can bear as many as 30. The juveniles are born 7.5 to 9 inches in length. These births are anytime between August and September. Besides mankind, these snakes have many natural predators, including birds, turtles, raccoons, foxes, and other snakes. This is why they're so skittish and why this specimen keeps ducking back into the rocks for cover. Another area where they like to take refuge is along the sticks used to build muskrat houses and beaver dens. It's unknown how long they can live in the wild, but they have lived as long as 10 years in captivity. These snakes are very common to most of North America. They are often mistaken for cottonmouths or copperheads. They are non-aggressive and will avoid all confrontation whenever possible. Although considered non-venomous, they must still be treated with respect. The wisest decision is not to handle them at all. Their weak venom is not considered lethal to a man, but there is a lot of bacteria in the stagnant water that can cause a serious infection. There is also a risk of anaphylactic shock in the event of an allergic reaction resulting from a bite. Here the snake can be seen peeking its head out of the rocks. I'll see if I can get to come out once again for a better look at it. I'll try this again to see if I can get it to come a little further out. Here's a much better look at it. There isn't quite as much glare on the water from this angle. I wish it would have been possible to film more specimens for this video, but that's a lot easier said than done. They're so skittish that they are usually gone before a camera can be set up to film them. There's been a couple other encounters while fishing this spring, including another snake in the same pond that is about 3 feet in length and seems to stay in the same general area. In addition to swampy areas, rocky embankments along streams are a place where they are commonly found, like the stretch often encountered while trout fishing in Red House Brook in Allegheny State Park. Before closing out this video, I'd like to add a couple of still photographs of a northern copperhead, since the northern water snake is often mistaken for this venomous species. The feature that this photograph emphasizes is the cat-like slits for pupils of its eyes. Remember that the northern water snake has round pupils. If you're close enough to see this in the wild, it might be too late. This other photograph emphasizes the triangular wedge-shaped head of a typical venomous snake in North America. Venom glands on the side of its head are what gives a pit viper this triangular shape. A northern water snake is not a pit viper.
The opportunity to film a northern water snake has been a pleasant surprise. There are no known venomous species of snake in this immediate area, so there is no rational reason to fear them. The snake was not harmed after filming this video. Now it's time to get back to work on the next video, bass fishing with the Jitterbug. I'm Marc Tex Wilson. Thanks for watching.